Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Souter, Slunger Cat Outdoors, back with you again this morning. And this morning, it is just a few days from Christmas, middle of December. We're out on the lake, going to do some late wintertime channel cat fishing. Hopefully y'all stick around. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so what we're doing here this morning is it's the middle of December. Normally this lake would be way down. They normally drop this lake way down in the wintertime. And I actually got a video on it fishing almost this exact spot, but I was underneath the bridge when the water was way down. But with all the rains we've had, this lake about 2 or 3 weeks ago was froze over, and we've got a bunch of rain and it's come in and busted up all the ice. The ice is all gone. Water temperature's up to about 41, 42 degrees. So I thought it'd be a good idea to come out here and try to get on some, last minute winter channel cats. But if you can see the bridge behind us, and this goes for a lot of anybody that is has small lakes like this or fishes lakes. This is a natural pinch point. Like I said before, in wintertime they draw this lake down for winter pool, and they're pulling water now, drawing it out, and you have a big part of the lake on each side of it. But as they pull it, all that water has to come channel down through and go through this bridge. So normally a lake that doesn't have current in it will naturally have current. In an area like this, it may not be much, and this can be wind drawn current, or in this case water drawn current. Got a bunch of water coming in the lake, a bunch of water leaving the lake, pinch point, and that can be two small points that come out, that narrows the lake down, or in this case a bridge that they've built and caused a narrow spot in the lake. And because it is a bridge, I do apologize for this first part of it. There's gonna be a lot of vehicle traffic, a lot of vehicle noise, and I apologize for that. But it can be a really productive area. Not only does the water have to come through there, but the fish has to come through there, the bait has to come through there, and it just narrows your area of fishing down to a really small area. So the bad part is we had to drive the boat through it to get over here, and I double anchored, got 2 anchors out, hold me tight, and I'm gonna do that as quietly as I can, and I'm gonna sit here for about an hour, maybe more, depending on if we're getting bites or not, just because I had to drive through those fish to get over here, and it's really shallow. We're only in 6 to 8 foot of water. So let's get some baits out, let's see what we can do, see if we can catch a fish. Well, folks, we've been here almost an hour. I just don't think I can sit here much longer. Not even the first sign of a bite. So unfortunately, this spot that I was hoping was going to pay off for us doesn't look like it's going to pay off, and we're going to have to go on the search for some fish somewhere. So reel everything in and get after them, see if we can find them. They got to be here somewhere. Find them, see if they can bite. Well, we left the bridge down there, didn't catch nothing, didn't get no bites. So come up here, come to the shallow end of the lake, and there used to be an old creek that ran through this lake, and that's what we're doing now. Is I'm just kind of following the old creek channel, and it goes up real close to this bank, and behind me you can kind of see the rock and stuff that's on the bank, and it's not real deep, but it's the deepest part up here. And you know, I was just basically wanting to see if there was anything in that old creek channel, but there isn't. So it looks like we're going back down. I was hoping that maybe we've had some warm days, and you know that the old creek channel ran right along the rock wall, and I was hoping that maybe, you know, where we've had some warm sunny days, maybe that rock warmed up and those fish might be laying on that rock, but we're not seeing nothing. So back to looking, back to searching. That's all we can do. All right, well, we went up there and we looked at that shallow water. Like I said, we didn't see anything up there, no bait, no movement, no nothing. So decided to leave it, and was coming back down through here and marked a couple trees laying on the bottom. This lake is full of small stumps and small trees, but marked some fish. Decided we was going to try to drag through them. So we're dragging. The wind's starting to pick up, and the rain's going to be here in about an hour or so. So hopefully I can figure it out before it gets here. But we're going to keep plugging along. We're going to drag up through here real slow, like 0.2, 0.3, and you know, hopefully pick up some fish. This is just kind of a big flat, and I don't know if it's just a big mud flat is all it is, and it's only, you know, this whole lake is, you know, 6, 7, 8 foot deep throughout the whole thing. Part of it is 3 or 4 foot, and some of it's 10 foot. But like I said, we're just gonna drag up through here real slow and see if we can pick up some of these fish that I spotted laying out here. I left the planer boards at the house. Actually, I forgot them at the house. I honestly didn't think it would be warm enough to drag, and I honestly don't know if it is. But it's just one of those things, you know, with water temperature being, you know, 42 degrees, you got to try it. Just slow things down and see what happens. You never know. You know, even though it is the middle of December, toward the end of December actually, but you know, still might be able to pick them up like this, up on this mud flat. They might be coming up here warming up. These last few days we've had a lot of sun and some warmer temperatures, so they might be up here warming up. Wow. Boy, that one come out of nowhere. I have been fishing all day, and I mean nothing. And was actually on the phone with the director from the Columbus Fishing Expo, and Dave, if you ever watch this, you're good luck, buddy. But finally got hooked up. Man, this has been a long, tough day. All right, there you go, first one. He won't let go of the bait. I'll show you guys what I caught it on if I can get the bait out of the mouth. There you go. Little piece of flayed gizzard shad. Just a little guy, maybe 3 or 4 pounds. Well, he's absolutely put the hammer down on that rod. Let's get him back. I ain't gonna keep him today. I got too much going on today. I'd love to keep him, but I got plenty in the freezer, and you know, I do believe in not keeping more than what you need. So let's get him back. come off of a dragon rig, and in the last video I showed I had a sinker slide on for a dragon rig, but we're going so slow today that I don't want my float to, you know, the Demon Dragon to float up too much line and not know that my weight and everything is close to the bottom. So using just a 3-way swivel, you know, it's a regular old kind of Carolina rig. These are some that I've made up. About 20 inches, 24 inches leader line down to the Demon Dragon, and then 5 or 6 inches behind it, D85 Diachi. And that one got my blood pumping, and it has been absolutely tough today. Absolutely tough. Get some bait on this, get it back out. I made that drag, that long drag up through there, and I was gonna make a turn and go back down, so I might go ahead and reel that other one back in and get turned and get headed back down. And I don't know, we might find a few yet. It's a tough day. Oh, it's definitely a lot. Oh, hold on a second. Let me call you right back. Well, I think I found a few. This is the second one. Another very, very, very small one. And I was on the phone again. All right, there we go. Little old dink. But, you know, for a channel cat, hey, it's fun. Take him. So kind of starting to see something here. There's a point that sticks out of the lake, a gradual point that goes down. Whenever we caught the first one, we was going the opposite direction, dragging down the point. And this time, we're coming up the point. Drag through here, keep dragging, and see if we pick up another one. And you know, they might be really holding tight onto that point. Keep trying. That's 2. Well, unfortunately, that didn't pan out like I thought it was going to either. We drug back across it a couple times and didn't catch nothing else. Just got those 2 small ones, and the rain has come in on us. But we're gonna keep plugging along. I'm gonna finish this drag out and reel up and go down to some deeper water. Maybe they're in the little bit deeper water, 10, 11 foot. So keep plugging along, see if we can't find some more. Well, since we wasn't really catching nothing down on the other end, I decided to come up here on the other side of the bridge, and I'm gonna make a long drag to that point that's behind me. It's probably, and I said long, it's not really that long, probably 200-300 yards maybe at most. But anyway, make a long pool. It's a big flat area that kind of gradually goes down into some deeper water, and hopefully they're laying on this flat somewhere, and we can get on them before the end of the day. But been a slow bite, but you just got to stay after it, and persistence pays off. You know, we did catch those 2 on that small point over there, so I'm hoping by making this long drag to this point on the other end of the lake, we might be able to pull off some more fish, and maybe even some bigger fish. So got to stay after it. We'll stay after it and see if we can't catch some more. Finally got one. Again. And it's same thing. We drug up on this point back here. Another small one. Well, if we was looking for eaters today, that'd been the ticket. Well, I tell you, it has been a tough day. And I mean, it just goes to show you, I had high expectations coming into today. Hadn't ever been able to fish this lake, the way it is right now, but and I had high expectations of coming in here and being able to kind of anchor up on some stuff and catch fish, but it just didn't pan out that way, and we had to abandon what we originally thought was going to work and completely work our tails off to figure out what the fish were doing and where they was at. And to be honest, truly, the 3 fish that we caught, we can't say that we did that, but we did catch 3 small fish, and man, it's just been a tough day. Rain set in, and that just goes to show you, I mean, you just got to stay after it. You just got to stay persistent. I would love to be able to stay out here and just keep going at it until I finally was able to figure out what was going on, if I could. But unfortunately, time's running out. It is winter time, and the days get shorter. So don't have much daylight left. But and I'm snagged up on that other rod. So if you find yourself in a situation like this, just stay after it. Keep after it, and you'll either eventually luck into a couple, or you'll figure something out, And days like today are the days that I truly can say that I learned the most. The toughest, hardest days are what I consider the days that I learned the most. And what I learned today, because I know somebody's going to ask, well, what did you learn? I learned that 42 degrees on this lake was not too cold to drag. Just have to really slow it down. Also, the 3 fish we did catch come off of those main lake points. So they was really, I think that they was really concentrating on those main lake points, and I wish I had more time to go after that and really dissect and see, figure out if that was the case or if it was just a fluke. But unfortunately, like I said, time's over. Have to head home. But thank you for watching. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I've started kind of doing a couple live feeds. Hopefully you guys will join in for them. Hit that notification so that whenever I do go live, you guys will get notified of that. I appreciate everybody commenting, and we'll catch you on the water next time. Thank you.